Hey everybody on Instagram and YouTube. Back on the Ferrari, I finally got the bolt which I broke. It took an age to get this. The tariffs are causing so many issues in terms of getting deliveries through. I order my parts from Eurospares in UK. It's a lot cheaper than Ferrari in the US. And they do me a good deal. They always look after me. However, this bolt took forever. I mean, they got, Eurospares sent it out, but it got stuck at LA port for like a week just to get the bolt. But also, I decided, as well as the control arms, I'm going to change this tie rod as well. And, it was the last thing left on this car, so I've done the other side. I'm going to do this side. So let me get on with it. Get the top. Let me get this top control arm in. This one here. I'll get this one in, which is for which the bolt was busted, and then I can get the bottom control arm out, get the bushes in that, and then swap it all around. That probably 2-3 hours work, because the longest job I think is going to be putting the underpan back on and the underbelly cover. So anyway, let's get on with it. Just want to show you the two bolts where I snapped it, and I'll show you last week I actually had to pull out the using a stud extractor the piece that broke, but this is the new one that's going in. Let's get on. First thing is first, get this baby back into place. I think is this a washer? Yes, there is a washer, and let's go to the top of the bottom. Yes, the bottom. So there's a washer here. Sure. Okay. I think the washer goes at the top. Yep, the washer goes at the top. It's been that long, I've forgotten. This is the right way. So what I'm going to do is just hold this on so it doesn't drop off. Put a couple of bolts here. I'm going to put some thread lock on. In fact, I'll do that now, because these are locking nuts, but don't need so much. Okay, can't forget that now. I will show you in a moment how I put these Flanblocs in. I've got a 12-ton press, and I'm going to do it on the bottom control arm and give you an idea how that works. Today I'm not going to rush, because rushing has got me into trouble. Definitely not gonna rush. No rush, no rush, no rush. No rush is the game. If you didn't notice, those of you Ferrari guys, I've actually lowered the suspension on the original springs, but it does have HGTE springs in it. So I didn't buy any new springs like Novatec, because it has already got an upgraded sports spring in it from the HGTE pack. So all I did was lower it to make it look a little bit better, get the rake right on the car, looking right as I put the new wheels on. We can go over that later. So, okay, I'm just going to do one thing, which is just double check that this washer is at the top, which I think it is. Makes sense because it's protruding at the bottom here. And I'm going to check on the other side of the way I've done it. Okay, the reason I went to check where this washer went, whether it's at the top or the bottom, is it's been like 2 weeks since I did this, and I can't tell you how glad I am to get this car back. I'm not going to over talk it this time. Which was the problem. So I just put a bit of, not sure it needs it. There we go. Oops, sorry. Not the light. Let me set the camera up again. Okay, you can see that. Okay. Washers in place, yep, washers in place. I think I got it. Yes, got it. Perfect. This time, I have no intention of going too crazy with it. Yay! Lights. There's a little bit of haze on the camera. I want to get this if I can. There you go, hopefully better lighting. Not very good for me actually. It's alright. I'm going to torque it to 50 pounds, which is I think what it's supposed to be. This car's going to be like amazing. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, let me get the torque wrench out. Definitely have it on 50 pounds. Double checks. 50 pounds it is. Perfect. No more. Okay, this is on. Let's get these screwed up. I have put lock thread on that, but I'm just going to, it's a long way to go. Not sure what the poundage is at this one. I'm just going to make sure it's, yeah, don't break it. It's all aluminum stuff. Perfect. Alright, I'm just going to check. These are tight. Yeah, those are tight. The suspensions. Yep. One more. Should be a lot. Yep. So these are all tight. Okay, upper control arm's in. It's taken 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, because I broke this and had to order it, etc. A couple of more jobs to do, which won't take too long. I've got to change this tie rod, which adjusts the wheel alignment. I've got this drop link here to change as well, this one here. And we've got this lower control arm. And what I'm going to show you on the lower control arm, let's get this out, and then I'll show you how we change these Flanblocs using a 12-ton press. Okay, I've got the lower control arm out. Here's the new one. I've got to make sure that this goes the right way with the holes on top and this drop link going on this side. Oh, sorry, on this side here. But also, we've got to get these in here. If you see these Flanblocs, these are bushes, and we've also got to get these bolts out. So I've got to get these in here, 2 of them, one on this side and one on this side. And they don't just slide in. You have to use something like this, which is a 12-ton press. So let me show you how I do this, and then we've got to get the pins out of here and into here. Now, you could get the pins out of here and then draw it in using the bolt on the car. I did that on the first one. difficult. I'm going to use the press and get them into here. But first of all, before I get the pins into here, I have to press these in here. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, so one of the things I need to do, just to make life easy for me, is to make sure these go in here with these holes horizontal or that way, just like this, so that when I put these pins in, it'll plug in. So what I'm doing is just, so you can see, I'm just doing a bit of a mark up here. Obviously that's where I want that to be, but this is where I want that. But I'm also going to do it on this side as well. It just has to be roughly, and just for me as a guide, because at the end of the day, you can move them once they're in. A bit tough when you get the new ones in, but here we go. Okay, so I've got one of these, so when this comes down through here, there's some room here for this bottom bit to come out. Now, I sort of modified my press a little bit. See, the reason I put that mark there is so I can actually get that in the right place. And then I've got that in the right place. So the good thing is there's a bit of a chamfer in there. I can sort of plug it in a little bit. Hope you've seen this. Here we go. Hope I don't get embarrassed and it works first time. You can get these presses from Harbor Freight. I can't remember how much it was like 80 or 100 bucks. The 12-ton press is all I need. I'm using a socket on the other side, and hopefully in just a moment, I just want to check some up. I just decided I want to do something, which is just so I can see what's going on. I'm going to put that there. Mark. And before I get any further, I'm just going to put a little bit of grease. Also help the bush. Just normal multi-purpose grease I put on that, because this does rotate with the suspension as the car moves up and down. There's no harm in giving it the ability to move. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Just line this up. Make sure I got this in the right place. Keeping this straight. Keeping this straight. Right. I think I'm ready to go. There we go. Hope you can see this. Going in. Perfect. You can get bush pullers, but I couldn't find a bush puller that could do this. This is the way the Flanbloc is made. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go a little bit more so this bush is compressed, so I know the lip is completely on here, which it is. The line is lining up. I'm in a good place. Number one is done. Not too far up. There we have number one. Fully in. Oh, put that right there. Nicely done. A bit of a wipe. Excess grease off. So that's the first one. Now, the second one, which is here. Go do the same so I can monitor. It is a constant battle to just keep monitoring what's going on here. So, it's in. See that going a little bit. That helps the get the seating right. This is just for my own satisfaction. bit of grease in here. It'll help the bush when it's operating in the car. There's nothing in the Ferrari technical guide, not that you can get a technical guide very easily, to say that you have to put the grease in, but I do. So the actual line is on this side this time, so I'm going to move over a little bit this way. In a good place there. Socket, there we go. Right. I think I'm almost there. That seems to be aligned. Almost there. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, there we go. So that grease not only helps the bush go in, it, as the control arm moves up and down, it will just assist it a little bit. Right, so it stops a little bit. So I'm going to, something's not right here underneath. So I'm going to just do that. And then see, yeah. I felt it catch. I've got the alignment's not right, so I'm bringing it up a bit more. Okay, so happens sometimes this. So it's catching somewhere as the bush comes through. So have a quick look. So it's come here, and what's happened? It's catching here. So I've just got to line it so it doesn't catch. Okay. Thinking that might be the. It. So go. Nope, still catching. It's never straightforward, is it? Yep, we got it. We got it. It's going. So it's all about being careful, really. These parts are so expensive. Sorry about that. There you go. Both in. Here. Now, I have to get these bolts out, and I've got to find a way of pressing them into there, and I think I have an idea. So let me just get myself set up and I'll show you. Okay, show you how I'm getting these out. I'm taking the nut, that of the car, and actually rubber mallet. Takes a bit of a whack. The other one. So. One. Hey, they're all out. Let me take one out and show you what's going on here. These have got grip splines here, which cut into the Flanbloc. Oop, can you see it? Which cut into the Flanblocs. And one way to do it is to screw it in the car and pull it through, which was terrible last time. What I'm going to try and do is use the press and push it into a new one. Let me show you. Okay, so I'm going to twist these around so I can get access to it like this. The idea is I want to press that into that. So how do I do that? Well, I think do that, that will do the job. But place. this works. Going in. I think it's in. Cockeyed. Okay, straighten it a bit. How do I do this now? Ah, I know how to do this. Give me a second. Okay, to make sure it doesn't drop. I think change this one for this one. Oh my god. There's that little bit more. Bit of an experiment this. Okay. Right. So now I think we've got this in a place where it'll sit straight. So what I've got is another socket, but a socket that sits flush there rather than the other one. And hey presto, we should get this all the way in. Oh, tighten it up. Oh my god. I'm a bit tired now. But I assure you, doing this here is going to be a lot easier screwing on in the car. Perfect. See that? Sat perfect. Right. A bit. Let's see what it's like. That is pucker perfect. That's the way to do this. Right, let's get the other bolts in. Imagine this is a 12-ton press and you can try and do this with a flipping nut. I'm going to break the nuts. Okay. There we go. Second one in. These two are now in. Perfect. Cut a new spline in there, hold it in place. Make sure it's tight. Right. Going in. Right. So this socket is what you call a hammer action socket, impact socket, that's what it is. But there you go, it's perfectly in. Okay, I think we're in the position to go down. I'm gonna go down. There we go. I think for the 150 bucks that this press is, don't try and do it without it. Alright. And that the Flanblocs and the bolts and the lower control arms of a Ferrari. Most Ferraris are like this. certainly the going up to the 430s, 488s maybe. But yeah, it's not difficult. These are not expensive, by the way, so don't worry. It's not a specialist tool. Harbour Freight, I got this one. 12-ton shop press. Now, these are now ready to go back in. The only reason I've got new control arms is you could replace this joint as well, and they're about 250 bucks, 300 bucks these joints. Then these are about 150 bucks each. You need to buy them anyway. But Ferrari have got a technical note not to do that anymore, but people are still doing it, and it requires some special glue, putting it in the oven. My concern would be if Ferrari said no, is the procedure still worth it? And the other thing is, it takes a lot more labour. It takes about the same amount of labour or more labour to get this replaced than it does just to pay for the extra for the whole control arm. So just my sort of 2 cents worth on that. Okay, I'm gonna go stick it in, and hope you enjoyed that little snippet on how to put the Flanblocs in and the these spline bolts, low control arm on a Ferrari. And most of them are the same. There's 599, the 612s, the 430s. There's a whole bunch of cars that have the same thing. But if you want to do this on your own, it's not difficult. So we've got the low control arm in. Put it in there. I need to tore that up a little bit. Just a bit of grease, dirt come out of that. Put the washer back in. The knuckle bolt is in. I'm just tightening those where the those bolts we put in before. Oh dear. So do you even want to watch me do this? So this one is going to be hard. It's right up there. And that control arm goes in. Okay, let me get these done. Okay, we only have one more item left to do. So change the drop link, which is down here. You might be able to see it. So this tie rod is what I'm going to change now, and this is the last thing left. The lower control arm is on. All right. So what we've got left to do is take this out, and I've got a star screw over there. See if we get this off. Yes, there we go. Not using any machine tools. This is how I break everything. But I can do. Loose. Now let's loose these three. This is the right one. Oops, sorry. Okay, here we go.
Right, last one. I won't be tight. Okay. There we have it. Okay, so here's the old one. You can see this is a lot stiffer, and then the old one's very floppy. This one's much stiffer, but we've got to get the alignment right. So I've got to measure from here to the inside edge, and it shows as being 25 bang on. So from here to here, 25 to here, 25. And I need that. Clearly needs to come out. So this to keep the tracking exactly the same. I had the tracking done not so long ago. The wheel alignment, should I say. And I know it's right. Let me just measure this. So I need it to be 25. Oh, so this is 25 to the inside edge of that. And this is, I've gone too far. .1. One. That's it. The right measurement. Lock this into place. I'm going to put a bit of blue here. Okay. 22 mils. Okay. That's about right. 25.1. 25.1. Now, I have not bought. This looks really good. Okay, let's get this up in the car. Here we go. Okay, everything's new. Everything is new. Side of here. Make sure there are no washes. Wash from the other side. YouTube. Okay, we have new control arm, new tie rod, new drop link, new lower control arm, new lower control arm, so pretty cool. We've got new shocks in already, so all the suspension setup, the front and the rear, is all brand new now. This is all set up, brilliant.
So now, I need to put the wheels back on and take it for a test drive.
Alright, YouTube or Instagram, I'm about to take this car on a test drive. See what it's like. Need the gate key. 1 second. Okay, let's get going. Let's see if we got rid of all the knocks and bangs. It's been like 3 weeks this car's been off the road. Mainly because of the parts. So, I'm hoping it's going to be really tight. Ooh. Let me just adjust my mirrors. Right. Country lanes and up the motorway. Please. What's the way? There's a couple cars around. Don't want one. All the knocking's gone. I used to have a lot of little knocks, and the suspension, all the back stuff was gone completely.
So